It would suck if they had a white sun. I mean, they'd have played it already, probably. Oh! Ooh, for Mirodin. For Mirodin. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight, we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. We're getting ready for war. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, we are getting ready for war. Warforged, as a matter of fact. We are going with Rebellion. We're doing a Rebellion thing. And I don't just mean the nominal Magic the Gathering group. I mean, we are doing for Mirodin, we are doing Rebels, we are doing equipment, we are doing forged equipment, we are doing token counters, a little bit of everything tonight. And it really comes up with some beautiful combos here, guys. Really has a lot of fun interaction, very different type of Boros. And we have to give some big shout out to a community member, Sethargo, because when I was building this on stream, he really came in the clutch with the perfect cards for it. So before we get into the shakedown breakdown of this one, I need you to do something for me, which is tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, you will be mauled by a werewolf. That is the like and subscribe. You will be attacked by him. So you got to do that. You gotta like and subscribe. It's right down there, and it's just so easy to push it. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person. We're having a fantastic time. You could even help me build a deck every now and again when I need advice. Hey, no deck is built alone. We always need a little bit of help every now and again. So check that out. Streams, twitch.tv. Links in the description. Check out our Discord where you can actually meet Sethargo and he can talk to you in person. So that's awesome. Me as well, but I assume you're going to join to meet Sethargo. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my Aether Hub. So if you want a link to this deck, you want to get this deck for yourself, you got to go to the Aether Hub and check it out. There you go. So what are we talking about when we talk about Warforged equipment, tokens, all this cool stuff here? We're going with Kembra Ka Enduring. Really good card. I wanted to kind of build a cat deck around him. I still probably will make a cat deck around him, because he does have some cat-centric themes, and I think cat decks are funny. But ultimately, 4 of him is really useful, because anybody who's equipped gets +1/+1. When Kembra Ka Enduring, or another cat enters the battlefield under your control, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to that creature. He can also create cat tokens by paying 2 white and 3, which is really fantastic there. And then, of course, when they enter the battlefield, they immediately get to equip an equipment. So he is a really cool kind of captain for this deck to go in. Resolute Reinforcements. Soldiers. Yes, we need soldiers. We need them now. 1 white and 1. 1/1 flash reinforcements enters, create another 1 white soldier token. Just an absolute clutch card. A lot of decks play this card, and it looks so unassuming, but man, this can be a lifesaver sometimes. It absolutely can come in clutch. You can play it off turn, which means that blue who like to not ever have any, who like to have all their mana untapped on your turn, if they tap on their turn, you can actually get some creatures out, play some spells, load up on those tokens, and of course you're going to get double tokens if you're running Mondrak, which we will. So really good. Hexgold Halberd. Why do I like this one? Well, look at that thing. It's crazy. It's like a rocket-powered halberd, which is awesome for number 1. And it has the for Mirodin mechanic, which I literally have not used one time yet. But we're going to start using it now. We're going to check it out. 1 red, and 1 artifact equipment. And the for Mirodin mechanic, what this does, this war cry that we have. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 rebel creature token, then attach it to it. So it makes its own token to immediately attach to. So you basically get a 2/2 as long as your turn equipped creature has first strike and trample, and then of course if the creature dies, you still have the ability to re-equip that Hexgold Halberd. which is really useful. Mirrodin, by the way, if you're wondering, is what New Phyrexia used to be before the Phyrexians took it over. In case you were like, what does that mean? That's what it means. Jor Kadin, first of the Gold Wardens. Look at that. These are the the rebels of old Mirrodin that fight against the Phyrexians still on the plane. 1 white and 1 red. 2/2 trample human rebel. Whenever Jor Kadin first Gold Warden attacks, it gets +X until the end of turn, where X is the number of equipped creatures you control. Then if Jor Kadin's power is 4 or greater, you draw a card. All around useful there. So if you have 2 equipped creatures, you're going to draw a card on the attack. Very, very, very useful. He also has some really cool looking armor, which I think is pretty nifty. He's kind of got some futuristic gold plate mail, which is pretty cool. So trampling across, the more equipment you have, the better he is. And of course, he's cheap to get out there early on. Wedding announcement. We have the equipment. We need soldiers. Join now. Service guarantees citizenship. 1 white and 2 wedding announcement. This is going to absolutely pump out the 1/1 counters, as you know. At the beginning of your end step, put in an invitation counter. If you attack with 2 or more, draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1 human token. We can always vary if we need that mana. We need to find and dig something. We can go in and dig for something very useful there. Or we can just keep creating 1/1 tokens instead of drawing that card. And then, of course, 3 or more, it transforms into the wedding festivities. Everybody get +1/+1. That is extremely useful, especially if we have 4 of them, along with Kebra, which if you're equipped, you get +1/+1 as well. You're starting to see, like, wow, these guys are building up strong. 2 Bladegraph Aspirants. Look at this thing. We're actually using some Phyrexians. We're recruiting Phyrexians into this battle right here. 1 red and 2/3 Menace. You'd say, that's not great, 2/3, 3-drop Menace. Well, equipment spells you cast cost 1 less, so actually casting them from your hand costs cheaper. You can put a bunch of these in. If you're missing other cards, if you're like, I don't have the 4th wedding announcement, you could easily adjust it like that. Because it is a very, very useful card. Equipment spells you cast 1 less, then activated abilities of equipment you control that target Bladegraph cost 1 less. So anything you want to put on her specifically is going to be cheaper. Rebel Salvo. This is a big rebel attack here. Affinity for equipment. What does that mean? Affinity means it costs 1 less for each equipment you control. Affinity means that whatever the affinity is for, if it says affinity for goblins, it means that it costs 1 less for each goblin. This happens to be equipment. Anything that has the equipment descriptive line will make this 1 cheaper. 5 damage for potentially 1 red mana. I mean, 5 damage and it loses indestructible until the end of turn is already pretty good for 3 as an instant, but 5 damage for 1 if we have a high affinity to a creature or planeswalker. Rebel Salvo absolutely burns, man. This will kill anything, man. Even if they have the indestructibility. No, it will not work if they it won't work. Hey, but I have Tamiyo Safekeeping. I have Tyvar's Strike. No, it's gone. No indestructible. It's gone. Boom. Rebel Salvo. That's where it's at. Very useful. Bladehold War Whip. Look at this thing. Another Hex Gold equipment here with a Rebellion on it. For Mirrodin, of course, it creates a Rebel. Equip abilities you activate of other equipment cost 1 less to activate, so it's really, really useful. Again, that will stack with Bladegraph Aspirant and makes it cheaper to attach anything. And of course, equipped creature has Double Strike. Double Strike, obviously, is one of the most dangerous abilities in the game, especially when you combine it with things like Trample. Overall, it can be very, very dangerous when you combine it with Trample from Jor Kadin or Hex Gold Halberd. It will absolutely wreck somebody. Sorge of Forge and Frontier. Really, really cool card, especially against green and red. Complete protection against green and red, which is useful. 3-drop. I don't even care. Listen, if you're not playing green or red, sure, if you can take it out of the deck. But listen, when equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn, and then you can play an additional land this turn. This is basically ramping. This is a ramping sword right here. You know me, I swamp or drought all the time, so this will help me thin out my cards, play extra mana each turn. You basically get green and red abilities even though you aren't playing green and red. So it's just mastery of green and red right there. It's 3 to drop, 2 to attach. However, remember that some stuff immediately attaches itself, or it can be cheaper and cheaper to attach. So we're really not worried about that attaching cost. Mondrak. Guys, if we're making tokens, we gotta have Mondrak. Here's the one thing that you may not have thought of. Remember all this equipment, Blade Hold and Hexgold Halberd? They make 2/2 Rebel tokens. Well, guess what? When you make a token, make twice that many tokens. Wow, so now we get double the amount of Rebels thanks to Mondrak. Look at that. Very, very cool interaction there, especially playing an equipment creates double the amount of tokens when you play Mondrak. Interesting interaction right there. So we're going to go with 3 Mondraks. We don't need that many. With all the other little tokens we can make, even with Kembra, Resolute Reinforcements, any of these wedding announcements, any of these will help round out the board fully. Really, really useful. Of course, we have the sacrifice artifacts and creatures and put a indestructible counter on Mondak Glory Dominus right there. Useful. We have Astor, Bearer of Blades. I didn't want to load up the 4 slot real bad. You can split it. Astor is very useful. He is a I haven't played him yet. One white, or put him in a deck yet. 1 white, 1 red, 2/4/4. When he enters the battlefield, look at the top 7 cards. You may reveal an equipment or vehicle. No vehicles in this, so it's just equipment. From among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. Equip creatures. Equipment you control have equip 1. Basically, you can equip them for 1 of any, and vehicles you have crew 1. So he helps equip equipment and do vehicles very, very quickly. You can do more of him. Actually, if you want to do 2 of him and 1 less of Nahiri, I don't mind. We're going to finish it off with Nahiri the Unforgiven. She is 1 red, 1 white, and 1. And she's a 3-drop if we want to pay that 2 cost, that 2 life cost of the Phyrexian flexible mana there. So a very flexible casting cost for her. 5, she is completed. Until the end of your next turn, target creature attacks a player if each available. This is very useful if somebody is turtling. If they have like those rot priests that they never want to attack this, force them to attack you with this. Then you can discard a card and draw a card. Or you can exile a creature from or equipment card with a mana value equal to or less than Nahiri's loyalty from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of that. That token gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. So you can immediately return something that is 4 or less. Basically anything. Any creature or any equipment, because we don't have anything that's 5 or more. So as soon as she drops, we can get anything that we have out of the graveyard. Immediately get a copy of it. It gains haste. And then it goes away forever, but we can pull some really cool stuff. The cool thing is that a lot of these have enter the battlefield effects, like Hexgold Halberd. If we bring it back, we get that the Rebel doesn't go away, but the Hexgold does go away. If we do something like a Resolute Reinforcement, the extra token doesn't go away. If we have Mondrak, we can actually create 2 tokens in a nice combo there. So really cool stuff you can pull with Nahiri, but you can flex her in out because she's useful but not that useful. 9 plains, 7 mountains, 4 battlefield forges. We got to run those forges. 3 Sunbound Passes, 1 Jetmir's Garden in case we want to cycle out right there. Mana, of course, is going to be to taste. 16 creatures all together. Humans, Phyrexians, rebels, soldiers, warriors, cats, clerics, everyone's coming together for this one. 4 instants, 10 artifacts, 4 enchantments, 2 planeswalkers, 24 lands all together. We have our lovely, I like the sword and flame backs there, very Boros. 2.8 average, a lot more white, a little bit more white than red, not a lot. So that's why we're leaning a little bit more towards plains just to make sure we're okay right there. This is a standard deck. And we look at sideways view, we really have nothing that is more than 3. Nahiri is actually probably a 3 right there. She's probably 3. We don't have any 1-drops, oddly enough. If you think you want to add some 1-drops, you certainly can, but we're really just running 2, 3, and 4. Sideboard is removal, guys. If you need more removal, this is probably the biggest problem. We have another Astor just in case. In the Trenches can be useful to charge everyone up again and exile something in the late game. Faithful Absence for direct removal, Destroy Evil for big creature removal and enchantment, and maybe just some direct burn. So that's what we're thinking about for the sideboard right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's all we're looking at right there. For Mirrodin, let's do it, boys. There is your horizontal view. Let's get it in. Really had fun with this, really started hitting diamond hard in this one. I think we're going to start unranked, and then we're going to go into diamond after that and start crushing diamonds. Sevis Reader, Lisa Bay, Trexodactyl, what's up? We're waiting for Paradabo to raid us. Oh, thank Paradabo. You like that one, Sethargo? Nah, I'm telling you, man. Sethargo actually, he has come in. I'll tell you what the number one thing that Sethargo has done. He has absolutely reminded me of bingo cards that I forget. If I would say that he has a talent, he'll be like, don't forget this one card, and suggested a card that I have completely forgotten or overlooked and slid it in. He ended his stream early so he could eat. Man, eating's for suckers, man. What you want to do is you find somebody who looks like they're in reasonably good health, right? And you bite their neck and drink their blood. And I find that after I do this, I don't need to eat. Hey, look, my music's on. No. So generally, if I do that, I feel fine. I don't really need very much food during the day if I do that, or ever. You just hit him in the jugular vein. Generally, that'll usually work. So that's, I mean, I've had a lot of success with that. So, you know, I'd recommend it. What do you mean the sun? You mean Hurdy Skyball? No, I haven't. You mean Hurdy Skyball? No, I haven't. So, left to my own devices, I will usually almost always become nocturnal. If I didn't have a regular job, I used to always schedule night stuff for myself. Oddly enough, I am quite the night owl. I used to tease my mom because my mom had a bunch of blood illnesses, pernicious anemia, and she had insomnia, pernicious anemia, a bunch of other stuff. And I was like, you got transpolymorphism. Like, that should be pretty obvious. You can't sleep at night. You have trouble digesting any food. You have some sort of blood deficiency that no matter what happens, it's always a problem. You clearly have transpolymorphism. Like, I feel like that should just be obvious to everyone at this point. Rebel Salvo. Blade Hold Whip. Rebel Salvo. Equip. Equipment costs 1 less to activate. You do 4 Mirrodin. Let's do that. Pop. Transpolymorphism. That's when you turn into a vampire. Da, 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 da. That's from Skyrim, by the way. No, not Skyrim, Morrowind. That's what they call the precursor vampire disease, was called transpolymorphism. I think it was called transpolymorphism. Anybody else play Morrowind? ICPJs. Let's give ICPJs a shout out, by the way, for this lovely model. She even made me a little bit more crispy. Blade hold whip. Let's do that. Let's draw a card. Pop, pop. Alright. Shoom. Okay. Crispy. By the way, hemolytic polyphoria. Porphyria in Skyrim, yeah, they changed how it sounded a little bit in whatever that fucking game is called. What's that game called? What's up, Gavin? Crispy. Let's see, if he kills the Bladehold Warrior... No, he's just gonna run in. Alright, bop. Bop, bop. Viking Vinny and Old Paper. There's another Mishra. Cabra Enduring, there we go. Let's give myself Bladehold Whip. Aspirant. Trample. We add Trample to that one. That's gonna be that. That's a brutal beating right there. Morrowind Vampire Disease. Porphoric hemophilia. Oh, yeah. I thought it was called transpolymorphism. That must have been a different game. That must have been a different game. Hey, thank you, Desert Diamonds. The International Consortium of Peanut Butter and Jelly gave it to me. Also known as ICPJ. Porphyric hemophilia. Oh, please. Please. ICPJ's out here acting like I gave her an opportunity. Look, I got a new crazy looking guy. Like I did her a favor. She did me a favor. You know what I'm saying? And look at my fangs. Now this dude is gonna salt rope. He's got that salty, salty ropes. No need to play anymore. GG, see you later. Bye, I'm best. 100% deck building. GG, good game, well played. Played white control, this would have made Sevis, man. Yeah, we are ruled by our angers. What's up, Kenpachi, Netzelli? Both. Both. So do people get a certain amount of satisfaction by roping at the last minute? Like, does that help? Does that make the sting of the loss go down easier? Because I feel like it can't. I feel like it doesn't. You know? I just watched that movie again. She had never seen that movie. Know what I'm saying? That deck is tight, you know what I'm saying? I just watched that with Snow, Gavin. She had never seen Meet the Millers. I just watched it with her. No regrets. Sevis, that is a perfectly... that is a perfectly constructed, ironic statement. That's like Futurama. One of my favorite things is the devil is watching the play that Fry wrote, and he goes, "You can't just have your characters announce how they feel. That makes me angry." That's good stuff right there. It's quality. Quality. All right, let's do that. All right, goodbye, Gavin. Everyone say goodbye to Gavin. The reason I met Gavin is I was playing Magic cards under a tree, and he showed up and was like, "Hey, you guys play Magic?" I was playing Magic with one of my other friends at the time, and he just showed up and looked at me and was like, "Oh shit, you guys play Magic around here, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, we do." Let's do that. Let's do Barbed War Whip. Use the use of words expressing other than their literal intention. Now that is irony. Yeah. Your soul is Golgari, but you can't escape your red rage. There's a certain peace in Golgari. Counterspell. Oh my goodness. There's nothing wrong with Jund. Jund is just fast Golgari. That's what I always say. Everyone always goes, "Oh, Jund is something special." Listen, some 3-color combos really turn out to be something else, but Jund is just fast Golgari. I'm sorry. It still does Reanimator. It still does fucking Ramp. It still does all the same shit. I told you it was a counterspell. Y'all didn't want to believe me. Y'all were like, "No, Jay, shut up. Shut your mouth. It's not a counterspell." And I was like, "It is. It is a counterspell." Let's do this. He's going to do it again. When the Triomes filter out, generally, that's when we get a new set of Triomes. Generally speaking, is when we get the Triome combos. So probably they'll start a whole new type of Triome thing. Hey, Nova Elite 4X. Nova Elite sounds like an awesome 4X game, man. I would totally play Nova Elite. Okay, let's do this. Damn it, say it ain't go, say it ain't so, Nova Elite, welcome Nova Elite. I've got a niece whose name is Nova. Been watching me for weeks and love the deck builds. Well, welcome, my dude. Welcome to the show. I assume you've been liking and subscribing. Oh, it's the only way to avoid the wrath. The wrath. Everyone always makes fun of Weezer, but I like Weezer. Ooh, nice. Don't want to get mauled. Yeah, absolutely. It's between you and the like and subscribe. Poison in this meta. Who has the time? All right. This may be Sweater. The first song I ever played in concert on the drums is when I was 13. Me and my band played a birthday party, and we played My Name's Jonas. 13, man, probably 14. I was probably in middle school still. My name is Jonas. I'm carrying the wheel. Thanks for all you shown us. This is how I feel. Come sit next to me. Pour yourself some tea. The workers are going home. Wabango. Wabango. Let's see if he can proliferate sacrifice. Okay. That's 7 poison. Let's see if he can proliferate 3 times. He cannot. Quasi cannot proliferate that many times. He can't do it. All right, should we take this thing off-road? Where's Sithargo? He left? He literally said, my work is done here, and then took off? All right, we're taking it off-road, man. We got 2 in a row. Crusader JB, what's up? We're taking it off-road, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. Cuna, which actually means crib in Spanish. All right. That was fucking weird. I never seen that book fly across the fucking room. All right, let's put down Resolute. Boop, 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 boop. And we all lift. And we all lift together. Together. All right, no, we can't do it. All right, I know, we can't do it. We can't do it. The air and water flowing. All right, I can't. It's just too good of a song, man. Let's see how many more lockouts he's got. He's got Squirrel's Herv. Or Curberdern and Squirrel's Herv. Ossification. You know it. Alright. Who we are. Push to keep the dark from coming. Strong, united, something, something. And we all lift. And we're all adrift together. Together. It's a good work song, man. I'm not gonna lie. Search your library. We're gonna do that. I feel like I can take a couple more poisons. Yeah, ossification is getting... Oh, complete devotion. Did they spell it the funny way? Yeah, they do spell it the funny way, naturally. Okay, let's do... Protection from red and green. There we go. Sword of Forge and Frontier. Pretty good card right there. He's probably going to exile everything that I have. But we might still be able to get through. I mean, if you're going to give a lockout spell, I don't know why making it go on a land, a two mana drop lockout spell, like why that's dangerous. The air and water flowing. Okay, Charge of the Mites. Oh, very nice. I knew he was going to do something there. Let's block that. Pop. Pop, pop. Artifact equipment. That's going to be 4. Top 2. Put down Battlefield Forge. Put down another Forge Sword. Draw. Shoomph. Shoomph. Land we call our own. In theory, it makes more sense. Oh, got me with the lay down arms. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Rebel Salvo. Alright. Gonna do Sword of Fire and Flame. Sword of Fire and Flame we carry on. Oh, we forgot to do Double Whip. Damn it, I fucked that up. Punt, everyone. It's a punt. Mondu. Glory Dominus. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. I forgot to put this thing on, otherwise it... No, well, it would have done an extra 6 damage. It wouldn't have been enough. Let's see here. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so we're gonna do this, do that. Yeah, hell yeah. Fucking rock and roll, bro. Rock and fucking roll, bro. Hell to the yeah, bro. Everybody invest in Sethargo. Invest in Sethargo coin. Because them fucking stonks is going up. It would suck if they had a white sun. I mean, they'd have played it already, probably. Oh! Ooh, for Mirodin. For Mirodin. Fucking big fucking body blows there, man. Heavy plays, man. Heavy plays, bro. I can't believe I navigated that successfully. I'm normally a much worse Magic the Gathering player than that. Not bad at all. If we finally got Dominus out. We haven't lost a game yet, huh? We haven't lost a game yet. Okay. Alright. I see you, Sethargo. Got to invest in Sethargo coin. You had the right idea about a lot of things, man. You know, and I was really struggling. I'm glad I got a fresh pair of eyes on it. Sometimes you need a fresh pair of eyes on it. Listen. I was going back. I built one. I built an old one. I built a new one. I was saying, do I want to do it? What's that crap called? Do I want to do it? Maybe I'll do it Mardu. Maybe Mardu's good. Maybe Warriors. Try to get the double. Wolves. Wolves of the Kala. Okay. We're gonna take this hit. Wabango. Okay. Nothing weird happens, right? Alright. Ozbout, we do Bladed War Whip. You know what? I think you've earned it, Sethargo. Or should I say, Sathrago. There you go, man. I said it right. That's for you, man. The weeping face. Yeah, I can. I mean, as a mid-range, I like werewolves too much to complain about it. I really like werewolves, man. I really like them. I really like werewolves. Oh, we're gonna have to nuke, Oh, okay, that was a mistake. You should have killed me when you had the chance, bro. We gotta kill Helena. Helena partners at law. We gotta take Kebra. Alright. Let's do no attacks. There's unique. Here's the thing. There's unique ways to build werewolves. You can build Jund werewolves, and they're actually very good. You can do different stuff with it. You don't have to play the stock standard. Like, you can branch out a bit. Like, that's what I don't. I feel like people need to do that. Golgari Wolves is good too. Yeah, Golgari Wolves is actually pretty solid. I built the Jund Wolves, Golgari Wolves. They usually have to have green in them. You can technically build a Boros Wolves. It kind of sucks, but it is possible. You kind of have to throw something else in there to round it out, but tail swipe. Oh. Swing it in, man. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Maybe an invincibility. No, he's just going to take the hit. Okay. he's just gonna take the hit there. Alright, the station that takes the hits. Caretaker. Caretaker's such a fucking finisher. Holy shit. Caretaker like the honey badger. Caretaker does not give a fuck. This is your dream deck? Liberator is going to chow down if I draw a land. I don't think he's going to sack the Liberator. I think he's too scared. Oh, now it's not. Now he fucking ain't. He's got to sacrifice it now. He's better sacrificing it now. Gnarly Shark, yes. The Mephisto Drip. That's going to be the name. That's going to be the name of my next fucking LP. My next single. The Mephisto Drip. Yeah, tail swipe, boom, look at that. Take the hit. And come on, just take the hit, bro. Just take the hit. There you go. Alright, no attacks. And turn. The Mephisto Drip. He dropped a Reckless Impulse and got a Reckless Impulse. That's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. What do you get? He got a Torval. Yeah. You don't have any Caretakers? That's too bad. Caretakers are fucking lit. Caretakers are fucking lit. I should have changed the sword. No, I couldn't have changed it. We gotta do that. Pow, pow. God damn. Alright. We gotta fucking hit him. What am I supposed to do with that, bro? The fuck, man? Seriously. Look at this shit, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 10? 10 mana out of fucking... The fuck am I supposed to do with this shit, man? Yeah, that was it. That was it, bro. Fucking Shuffler lost the game for me. That was really cool. I love the Shuffler just absolutely butt-fucking me there. That's fantastic. Especially when I'm drawing 2 extra cards a turn, and the Shuffler's just like, yeah, you're drawing 2 extra mana a turn. This is what you're fucking doing. You ain't drawing 2 fucking extra useful cards. Drawing mana. Drawing mana every turn. We got that for you, man. But Yeah, that's the fucking shuffle fuck boogie right there, right? Pop, 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 pop. It's thinning the deck. Yeah, sure. Sure it is. That's what they all say. First loss. Hey, what's up, Buddha boy? How you doing, man? Ooh. Yikes. Not the pillow. Who was it that's saying they love the expression, "Your turn in the barrel," and they had never heard that before me? That's a classic. I figured everybody had heard about taking their turn in the barrel. Ball gags. Ooh, look at this. He's running. He's running, boys. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run. Okay. I guess he figures I don't have fodder to throw away. Like, whatever. Let's see. I hope he bolts it. I hope he bolts one of them. I need to get those spells out of his hand. Yeah. That's what I was actually... Believe it or not, that's actually what I wanted. Because... Blade of War Whip. I need to hit the fucking removal. I need to pull those. It was a red card. The air and water flowing. So let's do this then. See if we got it. I doubt we have it, but let's go for it. That's going to stop us from getting killed there because he had to spend that cash. Again, we wanted to keep spending cash. We absolutely do want him to keep spending cash. Okay. We wanted to keep fucking butting his head up against this. Goldhound, not bad. I don't want quiet. I like to hear a lot of communication. I want some noise. Personally. All right, you're gonna run at me like this. So you can do the emblem. He's not doing the emblem, boys. Okay. Put that on there. Glory Dominus. Hit her. Wabango. And turn. I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, at least noises make it sound like quiet, like you in a fucking library. I don't want I don't want to feel like I'm in a library. And Agente said, no thank you. I don't want to go up against Sword of Frost and Flame there. Sword of Magic and Fire. Paradabo, I think you may be not understanding what we're talking about. Bro. I think you may be on the wrong track, Paradabo. Gnarly Shark also maybe also... there's a reason I soundproof this. This is not very good. It's not a good opener. That's a decent opener. That's a decent opener. Keep. Probably drop Mondu. Well, can we ramp to Mondu? I don't know. Kebra. Thinking. Oh my god. You're thinking of playing Mono Blue. That's what you're thinking about. There's Bladegraph Aspirant, who hasn't really come in very handy. Counterspell that one. Come on, I know you got him in your hand, bro. Might as well get him out there. Might as well get him out there, bro. Pop, pop. There you go. No, he's not going to run anything. Hexgold Halberd. He's probably... yeah. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably waiting to run a big hit, which is why I'm kind of holding back. I wouldn't be surprised if he played Burn Down the House right now. Told you. Wow, I'm such a smart guy. All right, so now we get to where we're going here. We play that. There we go. Oh, Sethargo. If only there was a way to fucking stop that. Jeez. If only there was some sort of method that we could do to stop that from happening. I guess we'll never know. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's do that. Pop. Pop. Thank you, Paradabo. Galvanic. Okay, so now he's going to run some horse shit here. He's probably going to run... draw 3 cards or proliferate. So he's going to say that he runs 80,000 cards. He's going to draw 1,000,000 cards or proliferate. 1,000,000 cards or proliferate. X gold. Let's see what he does. He's all fucking juiced up here. Izzet used to be the worst, man. Izzet used to be fucking literally unbeatable. Galvanic, he can do double the amount of spells. Brotherhood's End. Brotherhood's End. No, that's not going to work. Oops. Yep, that is correct. Oops is the right thing. Sort of, he is immune to fire. He is completely immune to fire, bro. Yep, sorry, man. Completely, it's just, fire don't work. That's just the way it goes. So it goes. So it goes. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Well, we got to give big snaps. We got to give big snaps to Sethargo for really taking my seed of an idea and architecting the shit out of it into something very, very powerful. Absolutely fucking pushed it forward into a nice, thick, girthy deck here. Very girthy. We got to give big ups to them. Yeah. I had the idea. I had kind of an idea. I was playing around with it. He knew the cards. My man's a card encyclopedia. He's a card encyclopedia. That's what he is. So we're going to leave that one right there. We made some progress tonight. Pretty good overall. But the word of the day is equipped. I am Jay Villain. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.